host of the Why So Serious show on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Hello and welcome inside of the SWX Hell Not Home studio. My name is Jeremy Schnell. Alongside my sister Mallory Schnell, Jesse Morrison is also with us. Jesse, I'm so excited for this Why So Serious show because you know what? We got some exciting ASU news. I know you want to tell me about it.
Yes, Jeremy. Remy Martin is back.
Wow.
Yeah, he's back. He's coming back to ASU. He declared for the draft. Nobody thought he should have declared for the draft because he's not that good.
Oh, no. It's not even that. It's just that he's not ready.
He's also just not that good.
I mean, he was one of the best players in the country last year.
Yeah, but he's like a good college player.
How dare you?
No, he's a really good college player.
He's gonna lead us to the promised land next year, Jesse.
I'm just excited for the starting lineup. Remy Martin, Alonzo Verge, Josh Christopher, Kamani Lawrence, Jalen Graham, most likely.
Why wouldn't you continue to bring Verge off the bench like you did last year?
Because he's really good and is going to be a senior, and you want to start him?
No, 6-man.
Anyway, Marcus Bagley maybe instead of Kamani.
So here's the thing about all the freshmen and incoming sophomores like Jalen House and there's a bunch of different guys that could step up this year. It's if those guys work out and become the players that we think that they should become, this team would be a top 5 team in the country this year.
Yeah, they're going to be top 10. I said they were going to be top 10, and somebody tweeted a poll. Where do you see ASU? And I said top 10 because they're going to be a top 10 team in the country, and they're going to be top 10 in Alex Coyle's
Alco formula.
Alco formula, yeah, the Alco formula. They're going to be top 10.
Happy birthday, Alex, yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Alex, yesterday. Still not coming on the show. He says he's coming back. I don't know. Put it on the poll. Is Alex coming back?
And make sure to put at him as well.
Yeah.
Just call him out. I mean,
at this point,
someone needs to call him out.
At this point, yeah.
But and we'll talk about this later. He's really excited that the Blackhawks took home ice advantage away from the Oilers.
Yeah, all that home ice advantage that is super, important in a fanless arena bubble style tournament.
Edmonton.
What'd you say?
Especially since they're playing every game in Edmonton.
Yes, they're playing every game in Edmonton in a fanless arena. They actually might have fans at later in the Stanley Cup, but it's going to be the families of the people.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do with the NBA as well.
Yes.
So anyway, back on track. ASU looking like it's going to be a good team this year.
ASU is going to win the Pac-12 this year.
You think so?
Mallory, are you going to go to any games?
Of course.
Mallory doesn't go to basketball games. How many basketball games did you go to last year? How many?
Due to my schedule, I was not.
Due to schedule constraints, we're going to cut Mallory off.
She covered the women's team.
I went to pretty much every single home game for the women's basketball team.
Except for that one time when there was a women's hockey.
Triple overtime.
Yeah, that club hockey game that you went to.
Oh, well, I was playing the men's basketball game.
Unfortunate.
No, but once I missed a triple overtime women's basketball game because I was doing tennis, stream.
Yeah, you got class before. I mean, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want that game to go into triple overtime though because we were headed to the Waste Management Phoenix Open, Coyle and I, and we didn't get the chance to. We didn't get there soon enough because we did, but we wasn't it was a very condensed day of coverage because we were just waiting on this game to be over, and I was writing on the. I was driving and I was having Coyle edit my story while I was driving, and that it was just ridiculous, but it was fun though. It was a fun day. I wish we could go back to those times where we had sports and we're doing fun stuff. But
anyway,
the NBA happened again today.
I want to go on a little come on this road with me. Listen, so with Remy Martin coming back, this year and coming out of the NBA draft or whatever and making sure that go back to school. I think that the NBA should have done the draft before the bubble and implement those players into the bubble.
Whoa.
Could you imagine?
No.
That would be, there'd be so many issues with that. I think like collective bargaining wise, you can't just throw rookies from like who would be the rookies? Like, would Zion still be a rookie? Like, what if somebody like, I mean,
it would be the Ben Simmons type stuff where Ben Simmons was a sophomore and won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, but like Ben Simmons didn't play any games. Like this would be so ridiculous.
Preseason game, I'm pretty sure. Like,
so would it be like baseball where you can play 41 games like Mike Trout and still be the Rookie of the Year the next year?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Where are all these? Well, like I feel like all these players right now, they're just all sitting around doing nothing. Like
they're training.
You think
I
so?
mean, ASU women's basketball is back in the gym.
I'm talking about the players that are no longer in school and like
they're getting ready for the draft.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a hoop and a gym, or they're doing what?
If they care enough. If they're like,
if they don't care, then they're not going to be good. But like the top guys probably care.
Paul Pierce was good and he didn't care.
He definitely cared. I mean, he definitely cared a lot.
What do you mean? He was fat his wole career, dude. Like he was really
fat.
He was very slow player, right, Mom?
Yeah, he was a very slow player, but he was not that fat. He had a YMCA game. Those games have worked in NBA history. Larry Bird also had a YMCA game.
Bubble stuff going
Andre
on.
Miller had a YMCA game.
One of the most exciting games of the day was the Suns and Clippers today, Jesse.
That's the only game that I really wanted to talk about. I was going to give you guys the floor for the other ones.
Let's go with the Suns and Clippers because that was amazing. That ending.
3-0 the Suns.
Yeah. I said at the beginning, everything is happening in the Suns' favor except for Portland winning tonight, which we'll get to.
Yeah, Portland's going to be the 8th seed.
I don't know about that because like Memphis is the 8th seed solidified right now. They're still 2.5 games up.
Devin Booker might be a top 5 player in the NBA. He might be the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Very close. It's very close. Yes.
Only
definitely top 10.
He's like kind of like pretty far behind Duncan Robinson, I think. But yeah.
I had to do it. But no, he's like on a list with like LeBron, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and I think
Kevin, like how long has it been since Kevin Durant has played a
game?
No,
he's saying a stat.
He's on a list with like those 5 players, like those there's like 5 players and they're all future Hall of Famers that got to 7,500 points, which he got to today, before him. He's like the 6th player. Like he's the 6th youngest player to get to 7,500 points in NBA history. And I know people need to give him more credit than
quickly in NBA history is. I think that's what you're going for.
What'd you say?
I think you're saying this quickly. Like
no, at this young of an age, I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
But like he's very impressive. He deserved that All-Star selection. He deserved to be voted into that All-Star selection.
Yeah.
He's really good. I think people have overlooked him because he plays for the Suns. But I think the Suns as a team with Bridges and Johnson and
they have some really good pieces that developed a lot faster than they should have.
They're going to be good.
People were very confused at the Johnson pick.
And don't forget Ricky Rubio.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
he was really good today. He was
put on the poll. Is Ricky Rubio a glue player?
Where is Ricky Rubio the glue?
Or glue player. Yeah, no, but the Suns have a lot of pieces that you're like, whoa. I mean, I didn't know that they were this like they could contribute this early on in their career, and especially Johnson. Like nobody, because he got picked way before people thought he was going to be picked.
Yeah, it was a good pick. I mean, I think some people thought that Rui Hachimura would.
People were like, the Sun's gonna sun, like, oh look, they're taking a chance on some guy because they're like, it's like another Dragon Bender kind of thing,
Dragon Bender.
Dude, me and Max were so excited about Dragon Bender. He was Chris. Okay. Miss taking the grammar class. How many times?
Once?
Oh, okay. I took it twice.
Not me.
No, but it was exciting. And speaking of milestones, Andre Iguodala, 100 3-pointers in his NBA career, or is it 1,000? It was 1,000.
1,500.
1,000.
100 wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
He's a pretty bad 3-point shooter historically.
1,000. Over 1,000
I
3-pointers.
think it was 1,500.
Yeah, it's something like that. Travis is our fact guy. He's not
I'm
here.
gonna look
Yeah, I invited him on. You know, like I
No,
invited on other people.
the Heat played really well today. I was really excited with how they looked. Couple defensive lapses here and there, but they got Tatum to 5 fouls with over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Jimmy Butler did not play today, and they beat the 3-seeded Celtics.
Kimba's a little hobble. Let's remember that.
I mean, okay, but like Kemba still played like 28 minutes. Like,
I think that Miami's definitely better than Boston, and I'm not sure they're better than Milwaukee, and they're definitely not better than Toronto. That's my take on Miami.
we beat all those teams this year.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but Toronto's peaking.
We beat 2 of those teams without Jimmy Butler this year.
Toronto is peaking. Toronto is peaking. Did you guys see the shot of the shocked virtual fans in the Suns game?
No.
Like, there's a shot. Worldwide Wogue, who followed me today.
home game, so the Clippers fans were shocked.
Yeah,
No,
It's-
you're not that.
it looks like a
1,000. Okay, 1,000 career 3-pointers for Iguodala.
all on like 29%. Yeah. So here's the picture. I'm gonna share my screen. Of the fans. It looks like a real NBA arena. I love it. It's great.
Also,
Here we go. See? Do you guys see that? Like, look at the stunned fans in the crowd. I love it. But like, that was such a tough shot that he hit. Like, he's just insane. But yeah, the other games of the day, do you guys want to touch on those?
Well, I wanted to also say that Goran Dragic twisted his ankle at the end of the game, and then the X-ray came back negative, so that's good. Looks like he'll be day-to-day going forward as well.
But most importantly, what day of the week is it, Jeremy?
Tyler Tuesday. Come on.
Oh, it was Taco Tuesday.
Come on. Yeah.
You guys have Tyler Hero jerseys?
Oh,
That's who
Tyler.
you guys got. He's like your 4th best player, maybe 5th.
Probably 5th or 6th, yeah.
But that just shows the depth that the Miami Heat have.
Exactly. We got okay, so hold on.
I have
We
a
got-
John Wall jersey from
We
his
got
rookie
Jimmy
year.
Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo,
Duncan Robinson,
Goran Dragic,
Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder, definitely Jay Crowder. Yeah, put him on the
Do
list.
not forget
Period! Exclamation point! Absolutely.
Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah, Kendrick Nunn did not have a good game today.
Okay, but don't forget him.
Yeah.
And then we have not unleashed him yet, but
Our
KZ.
Yeah,
Just wait
Watch-
until you see KZ.
KZ
on
season's
Fowler.
coming up.
Just wait.
You know how?
Kelly, what happened to Myers Leonard?
He's obviously
He's
like
taking a break.
yeah, he's taking a little bit. No, like listen. He'll make the shots when they count. Listen,
Mhm.
he's saving himself for the playoffs.
You have future Hall of Famer Udonis Haslem.
He would do. Yeah.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Will Udonis Haslem make the Basketball Hall of Fame?
Of course.
I'm not putting that on the poll because it's no question.
No question. 100% no question.
Can we get that no question guy on the show from TikTok?
I will DM him after the show, and I will get him
Okay.
on the show tomorrow.
Can he do the Why So Serious edition of the
Tomorrow we
cookout?
will have a no question kid on our show.
You know why? You know why I like him? Because he calls it a cookout, not a barbecue. He knows what's up.
Barbecue, bro. Like
It's a cookout.
No, it's a cookout if you're not actually eating barbecue. Like that's a fact. That's not even an opinion. It's a
put
fact.
barbecue sauce on your burger.
No, you have to be making like brisket or ribs or pulled
Some
pork.
people call their grill a barbecue, right?
Yeah, well, that's just not true. It's a grill. It's a fact that it's a grill. A barbecuer is a smoker or maybe a charcoal grill. I can say that works. But if you're cooking on a gas grill, hot dogs and hamburgers, It's not a barbecuer.
But
Can you pay attention to the show instead of watching hockey? Thank you. But no, back to our original point. You know how this season we unleashed Bam and he became an all-star and skills competition champion? 1 year or 2 years, watch out. KZ Okpala. He'll be the best player.
Skills comp winner.
Yeah, 100%. KZ Okpala.
No question.
No question.
KWESTION.
Exactly.
By the way, I'm putting is Udonis Haslem a future Hall of Famer?
Immediately no.
Okay, whatever. No fun. No ability to make fun of your own player that averaged like 9 points a game for his career on the fact that he'll most likely be in
One thing that you're not allowed to do is bash Udonis Haslem.
Are you kidding me?
Because that's the one thing you just can't.
Like he guarded Dirk in that 06 finals. Like he was amazing.
Yeah, but he doesn't deserve to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's just a joke about the Basketball Hall of Fame. The Basketball Hall of Fame is a joke. Like the players that are in the Basketball Hall of Fame are ridiculous. Look up the Bleacher Report list of top 10 worst Basketball Hall of Famers. It's terrible. There's guys in there that average 8 points a game for their career. It's really bad. Mitch Richmond's in the Hall of Fame.
It doesn't matter. Like it matters the impact. It matters the impact that you left on the sport.
Yeah.
No, it like he was a good role player on a couple championship teams. Doesn't make him a Hall of Famer.
A couple?
3.
That's 3? It's not a couple.
It's a few championship teams. And the numbers for the last 2 weren't great.
He's salty.
He averaged like 5 points a game. We're going to look up Udonis Haslem stats.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be telling me that Thomas Bryant
Jeremy,
is
go
an all-time better
get
player.
your UD shirt. Go get it.
UD's career stats: 7.6 points, 6.7 rebounds, 48.9% from the field.
That's really good.
No, his career high is 12-9. He's not. Mo Cheeks is in the Hall of Fame. He's just gonna make the Hall of Fame because all of these average.
He makes an impact on and off the floor.
Hall of Fame is Little League baseball. Everybody gets a trophy.
Well, weren't you happy when you got that trophy when you were in Little League?
Yeah, and you didn't make it in the championship.
And what were your stats, Jesse?
Yeah.
Not very good, and I didn't deserve that trophy. And now that I look back at it, it could have taught me some lessons to do a little more work in the off season if I didn't get that trophy.
You know what?
I will take my child's trophy and light it on fire in front of them.
You know what? I got that first place trophy in 4th grade. Did it stop me from working hard in the off season? No, it did not.
How many?
You didn't work hard in the off season?
Huh?
You didn't work hard in the off season?
It didn't stop me from working hard in the off season.
Yeah, well, I would have, I would have worked harder if I didn't get a little trophy every year, a little medal or little T-shirt that said I played in the league.
Yeah, and I won the championship.
You got it. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. Other than that, no trophy.
Bronze medalists should not be a thing.
No, they should.
No.
It's better to get bronze than it is to get silver.
Yeah, we already went over this. 100%.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Is it better to get bronze than it is to get silver?
Put it on the poll before.
Put it on the poll again.
Do it again.
Yeah. Also, the nightcap, I guess we can talk about also the Rockets and Trailblazers. Just awful execution at the end of the game by the Rockets. It was literally one-on-one, like just 1-on-5 basketball where Westbrook just took a couple turnaround jumpers, missed them. Harden took a couple threes. Covington took a 3. It was just awful execution by the Rockets at the end of the game that led to them losing. And Carmelo Anthony made a really good 3-pointer towards the end of the game. And of course, Kyle Kuzma goes to Twitter and says, "I can't believe you guys tried to get this guy out of the league." And they got what's that guy's name? Who's the guy on the Lakers that just doesn't play ever? That is really old.
Jared Dudley.
Yeah, Jared Dudley. They have Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley's a legend on Twitter.
Okay, so they got Jared Dudley instead of signing Carmelo Anthony. So I need Kuzma to shut up and just watch basketball and not talk.
Whoa.
Jared Dudley is a future broadcaster because he likes to get in on the other sports. He likes to talk baseball, and I've only seen him talk baseball, but I haven't seen him talk football or hockey or anything. But he's gonna be like a future morning radio host on ESPN because that's what they were. I was watching the Lakers broadcast and they said that Jared Dudley is going to go into broadcasting.
Should we do a Hassan Whiteside numbers update from today?
Not really. I would prefer to.
It might have been better than the past couple of games because he's been averaging 4 and 3 the past couple of games.
I prefer for Mallory just to go through the bubble.
We got shooters over here. Okay, let's take a look at Hassan Whiteside's numbers from the game today. Hassan Whiteside, 9.7 rebounds, 17 minutes. Wow. Where's that double-double?
He had 17 rebounds.
7.
Oh, I thought you said 17.
Okay, we need a update in a couple seconds, but
Blazers are really good. They're going to get in the way of the Suns making the playoffs. The Suns are going 8-0 though in the bubble. I just said it. Big proclamation. The Suns are going 8-0.
Do we have any updates?
We've got some Lakers updates.
Oh, don't even get me started on the Lakers.
I'm playing highlights from the. This is great radio.
Great radio.
Yeah.
So many technical. You think on Zoom we would have.
We need to take off the virtual background. Please hold.
There we go. Woo! Good job. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is it though?
It's funny.
Are we
okay that your football team's name was the Washington R word?
No, and I never said it was.
I wasn't thinking of it like that. Michael Porter Jr. going down the slide backwards, breaking all the rules.
Is that the only slide that's open? Like they can't go in the regular water park, right? If there's a water park at Disney, I assume there is. Don't try this.
Imagine a 6'9" guy going on that slide back.
Yeah, all these NBA players going down the slides, they must be super bored. Like that's not very much to drop for them.
Torrey Craig also.
Who's that?
He is on.
I
can't tell. I'm trying to zoom in on
Jazz. Denver.
This segment's been way downhill.
Torrey Craig, Denver Nuggets legend.
Apparently.
Yeah, again, the two teams I don't know players on is Denver and Utah. You going down backwards too?
Nope, just regular. He's following the rules.
He's scared.
Looks like a really boring slide.
No, it looks like fun.
This looks like a slide that Jeremy and Mallory would go on. But that's a slide that Jeremy and Mallory would go on.
Jay Rich, multiple sport. He has the ability to be a pro in multiple sports.
He'd be very good at soccer. He juggles soccer balls a lot.
Jay Rich and I tweeted, about it.
So would all the athletes in the Gatorade commercial. Gatorade. It's really good. It's really good for hydration. Sponsor the show.
So Jay Rich, I've talked to him before about playing me in FIFA. He doesn't want the smoke because he says that the PlayStation controllers are too small for his hands. Whatever.
Yeah, I get that. I get that right there.
He doesn't want the smoke. I said, when are we playing FIFA? And he said he doesn't want to play me. So
Xbox it up. Xbox.
Apparently, he's a golfer now.
Jay Rich. Why did they get a golf course? Why is there a lot
on the campus?
I wish my life was as good as these people in the bubble, even though I've played golf at 8 courses. I shouldn't be complaining about that.
The Blazers are getting ready for some ice baths. 520 pounds. 520 pounds of ice delivered to the Blazers. That's the update.
Nice. Jeremy, Mallory.
Jesse.
The XFL is back.
Well, it got bought. We don't know if it's coming back.
Yes, and it got bought by The Rock. And
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yes, The Rock.
Dwayne. Johnson.
Yeah, The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
Everybody calls him The Rock. So, yeah, it got bought by The Rock and some partners for $15 million. So let's put that in perspective. He bought an entire league. So there's 8 teams in this league. Entire league, 8 teams for $15 million. The Dallas Cowboys are valued at $5.5 billion. One team. Why we got a Marlins background going?
We're just getting ready.
Jeremy's just got his head, like, that's all I could see was his head there for a little bit. It was a little
We're
creepy.
just getting ready for the boys.
Are you excited? Are you guys excited? Dallas Renegades, DC Defenders, Los Angeles Wildcats,
all of their best players are in the NFL now. Like
Tampa Bay Vipers,
like PJ Walker is on Indianapolis. Like it's over.
Seattle Dragons.
The Dragons are good.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
The Battlehawks were so much fun to watch.
That team in Dallas that played at the old Rangers Stadium.
Where they should be playing the MLB season.
Yeah, that team. Dallas, are they? No, yeah, the Dallas Renegades. I already said them. Yeah, because I could see them. I'm missing one team. Was there a team in Houston?
The Oilers.
No, they weren't the. Okay, they weren't the Oilers, but yeah. But are you all excited for the kickoffs? And
No,
it's such a great. It's so great.
I think I watched 1 quarter in total.
Matt McGloin for the New York team.
He was so mad. I watched that one game where he was so pissed at the coaches.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was really fun to watch.
Can they bring back the nicknames on the back of the jerseys like the old XFL though? With like
I
hate.
really would rather not talk about the XFL because like
I am so pumped. XFL greater than NFL. XFL will do it.
It's like 6 or 7 months from happening.
Yeah, but you got to be excited.
Not.
Extreme Football League. Extreme. XFL. All right, that transitions into my favorite segment, Jesse's helmet segment.
Yeah.
And we've got a helmet that is
X2E.
Yeah, the Zenith X2E. It's a little bit of an older model of Zenith. I was gonna do Zenith older model and Zenith.
I like the side view. Can we get a side view?
We will spin this thing all around.
I don't like this view. Can we get a side view?
We are going to spin the helmet around. But see, this helmet is worn by Mike Glennon and a few other NFL players. Frank Gore used to wear it. I think he's upgraded his model to the newest model of Zenith.
New
But
York Jets, great Frank Gore.
Yes, New York Jets, great Frank Gore. Buffalo Bills, great Frank Gore. Miami Dolphins, great Frank Gore. Indianapolis Colts.
The thing about the Dolphins is it doesn't seem weird because he went to UM. It just seems so weird that he played for the Bills and now he's going to play for the Jets.
All right, well, here we go. This helmet, side view.
Wow, it turns. Does Zenith have this on their? They have this on their website where you can turn the helmets and stuff.
Yeah,
before.
I don't know. Most of them do. I think. I don't know. I just wanted to see. And then look, what's unique about this helmet is it's got all these little like shock absorbers inside of it. It's
Hold on.
It's pretty highly rated.
I need to get a closer look. Hold on.
No, you're out of the. You're not in the thing.
I can zoom in. See, look, see that? See those little pads? They're like little shock absorbers. Fun fact, show contributor, friend of the show, Max Bechtold, when he played football in high school, he told me that he wore a Zenith. And I believe this is the model that he wore. He would have to correct me on it if he was on. But this helmet, you know.
I don't. Did he play in high school? I thought he played in middle school and then.
No, he played in 9th grade, I believe, or maybe it was his 8th grade season. But he played. I think he played JV, and this is what they wore. My high school team had a lot of these helmets as well. So you see a lot in youth football, not too much in college, and then once you get to the NFL, you see them in the NFL as well. So yeah, Jesse's helmet segment.
Vancouver about to knot up the series at 1 right now with.
They're still playing.
They're Vancouver up 4-2 with 30 seconds left.
Wow, I didn't know they were still playing. All right, well.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Hi.
Jeremy, what are we doing?
This is really exciting. Unfortunately, Jesse bashed me yesterday, and now I'm going to bash him right back because he bashed me for this wonderful thing called taking a nap, right? Jesse decided to take a nap in the middle of the day today.
I fell asleep.
Missed most of the basketball and hockey games.
No.
You missed most of the hockey games. Yes, you did.
I didn't watch hockey today. It was in the middle of the Orioles game
You missed the Orioles game.
From the fifth to the eighth inning. From the fifth to the eighth inning, I fell asleep.
Dude, I texted you in the third inning. You didn't text me back.
Okay, well, I definitely was awake through the fifth inning.
Well, you fell asleep when it was a pitcher's duel. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it was no, actually, y'all had scored that or hit that home run. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it happens. It was really unfortunate. I didn't want to fall asleep. And then I woke up and I was
like I did yesterday. Just take it and move on.
Yeah. Okay. I guess fake fan.
You're not a fake fan. You're just. It's just.
I'm getting old, Jeremy.
You're not getting old. We're gonna take Jesse. If you can give me screen sharing abilities, we'll take a look at the Marlins lineup from today. As we.
Why don't we wait till we talk about baseball?
Yeah.
Do you guys have what are we doing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
You go back because I cannot see.
Yeah, my what are we doing is Los Angeles Lakers fans on Twitter yesterday who were like, "Oh my gosh, we clinched the 1 seed. We had such a rough 5 to 6 years, such a rough decade since our 5 championships in the previous decade and our bunch of championships in the 80s and then our championship in the 70s. Like, no, Laker fans, you don't have it rough. You had one little bad stretch, but that's just because your legends got old and you decided to sign Dwight Howard and Steve Nash.
Their legend got old. I don't like Pau Gasol just left. Like
Pau Gasol, yeah, I mean, he had more good years with the Bulls. But he'll probably get his jersey retired by the Lakers as well.
Oh, yeah. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, but Kobe got old and got hurt, and then y'all sucked. But, at least you had Kobe for most of the decade, and it was fun to watch. Even if he wasn't himself, I'm just saying, Laker fans, you have nothing to complain about. You had one little bad rough stretch in your entire franchise's history. Y'all are one of the best teams of all time. If not, they're the second best team in NBA history. They have nothing to complain about. Try being a Wizards fan or a Bucks fan. The Bucks fan should really be celebrating. Their team's finally good after 50 years. So I'm sorry. You have nothing to complain about. Laker fans, what are we doing?
The Minnesota Wild scored with 7 seconds left.
Wow.
4-3. Got a couple more shot on net, but ended up losing.
And now there's
a whole team brawl in the middle of
not
center
a brawl.
ice.
I was like, line brawl. That's my favorite thing in hockey.
Just discussing what they're gonna do to each other.
What are we doing?
Mallory?
What are we doing? The Florida Panthers, because they don't know how to play a playoff game. Yeah.
And it's not really the Florida Panthers. It's Dale Talon for going out and getting offensive help when they needed defensive help at the trade deadline.
And then scratching 2 of the guys that we got from the Trocheck trade. When Dale Talon, what are you doing for trading Vincent Trocheck? That will always be my what are we doing?
But
What are we doing?
yeah, the Panthers' problem today was penalties. They had a 4-minute high sticking penalty in the first period.
On who?
My favorite player, Mike Matheson. And then
On who?
And then he got another 2-minute holding penalty.
Mike Matheson, what are you doing?
Mike Matheson was in the box for 6 of the 20 minutes in the first period.
That's a lot of time in the box. Mallory, put it on the poll. Was it a lot of time in the box?
Actually, Mike Matheson is not a guy who spends a lot of time in the box. He had a total of 14 penalty minutes this whole year until today.
If I was an NHL player, I'd try to get a penalty, at one point just so I can be in the penalty box in the NHL.
Do you get throw a tantrum in the penalty box?
I don't
the
know,
best.
like
When players throw tantrums in the penalty box, I'm like, oh, they went on timeout. They're throwing a little tantrum. Yeah. I feel like,
also put it on the poll. Is the penalty box in hockey adult timeout?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's
Whenever I take friends to the game who haven't been to hockey before, that's how I describe it to them.
yeah, it's a
But I don't
timeout. They
think
go on
that's
timeout for 2
I don't
minutes.
think that's poll worthy because
Yeah.
that's how literally I describe it.
Yeah,
I think they need to do a penalty box in all the other sports. Like you need to have 11-on-10 football.
They have a penalty box in lacrosse.
I think that basketball in the NBA would be so funny.
It's not an actual penalty box. It's just like a square that doesn't it doesn't close. You just have to stand in that square for.
Lacrosse is so dumb. It's the worst sport.
Yeah, you have to stand there until the penalty's up.
Jeremy, have you been watching PLL, Premier Lacrosse League?
Turned it on for 2 seconds until I realized that the hockey game wasn't on NBCSN anymore.
That keeps happening to me.
What about MLS? I mean MLL. I'm sorry.
No.
MLL.
No. But you know what I did? And before we get to baseball, this is exciting. Fulham is back in the Premier League, Jesse.
Fulham
won the promotion playoff game today at Wembley Stadium, Jesse.
So on Christmas we have a ham. Sometimes they're smaller than the other ones. Sometimes they're bigger than the other ones. When they're the bigger ones, they're the full hams.
Attaboy. So let's move on to baseball. And while Jesse is gone, we can bash his team. 0 runs after having over a week and a half to prepare for one team is not very good. I get it. The Marlins and their pitching staff and their bullpen and all their players had that time to recoup and get fresh and everything. But, like, come on, Orioles. What are we doing, guys? You got to get them a little more runs against the Marlins.
I like what our friend Brett said.
Our minor league team is beating their minor league team. And that's basically what happened today.
No, our minor league team is beating their major league team.
No. Brett said our minor league team is beating their minor league team.
Are the Orioles a minor league team?
Basically. Jesse?
I got some Cheetos.
Marlins.
Yeah, I gave you screen sharing abilities, right?
Yes. No.
Here we go. All right. Share who you had playing today.
So these 5 guys, regulars in the lineup. Then it gets a little weird. Like the first 5 guys, regulars in the lineup. It gets a little weird after that. Logan Forsythe.
I had no idea. I thought he retired. I honestly thought he retired.
He got pinch hit for by good old Matt Joyce, still around.
I thought he retired too.
Then Francisco Cervelli, who has been starting because I just drew a blank. Who's the Marlins catcher? What am I doing? Jorge Alfaro.
Yep, there you go. I'll continue this. Francisco Cervelli today in that game, he definitely has not been doing the whole workouts during the quarantine. He's a little heftier than he used to be. Brad Boxberger, oh my gosh. Richard Blyer, former Oriole that we traded to y'all last weekend or this past weekend. So yeah, it's a lot of players that are, not exactly in their primes, let's just say.
And
Jeremy, Brad Boxberger is a Miami Marlin.
He pitched well today too. He didn't do bad. He gave up 1 walk, but I mean, he didn't pitch bad. Something I did want to talk about is after the game, Jesus Aguilar, they were talking to him about what he was doing during this time off, and he said he was doing Zumba in his hotel room to keep loose.
Put it on the ball. Do you do Zumba to keep loose?
I mean, it worked out. He hit a 404 home run today. I mean, like, come on.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Do you do Zumba to stay loose?
I'm already.
Also, that the thought of Jesus Aguilar doing Zumba is about the funniest thing.
I can see it.
I don't know, man.
I can see him getting down. I think he'd like, I think you'd expect him to be kind of like a little slow on the dance moves. I'm not going to call him fat, but I just called him fat. But I think I could see him being a little surprising of a dancer. Not like one of those break dancer kind of things, but like he can move a little bit.
Have you seen?
Put on the poll. Can could Jesus Aguilar dance? Do you think Jesus Aguilar?
I'm not
could
putting
dance?
that on the poll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a boring poll. Very boring poll. I voted yes on the do Zumba to keep loose, even though I've only done Zumba like once in my life. I did at my 8th grade girlfriend's house. We did Zumba on the Wii.
Wow. Did you use Wii Fit too?
I think you had to like use Wii Fit to do the Zumba. I don't remember. Right though. I don't know. I think you had to wear some belt. You had to wear some belt and like put the controller in the belt or something, and then you like did the little dance thing. Yeah, but tomorrow we get to see the doubleheader between the Orioles and Marlins, minor league style, 2 7-inning games.
And the viewers will be seeing our reactions to the game, are just like the most exciting moments on tomorrow night's show, which you'll probably see Thursday morning.
Yeah, if Jeremy wants to,
I will edit that. Yes.
Yeah, if Jeremy wants to edit that, then he can. So so yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. I'm gonna try my hardest not to sleep tomorrow.
What time are the games tomorrow?
The first game is at 2:00 Montana time, 1:00 Arizona time.
And then the second?
Yeah, I think it's at 2:00 Arizona.
There's only 30-minute break.
30 minutes after.
So it's not going to interfere with Big Brother.
We will have our Big Brother segment tomorrow night. Yes.
Mallory, what's the scoop on Big Brother?
Wow. Yes, actually.
So the scoop on Big Brother, Julie Chen spoke in an interview today.
Who was that?
So,
Julie Chen
Moonves, the host.
Never watched Big Brother.
Moonves, her husband was the CEO of CBS and got Me Too'd, and so they kicked him off.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So Julie Chen said there's usually 16 people in the cast. They flew out way more than 16. They didn't say the exact number, just in case. And they did receive many positive tests. So some of the people that Big Brother fans were hoping to see on the show will not be on there because of positive COVID tests. But we will see. It's going to be a live reveal of the cast and live move-in. Never done before. Live move-in. Usually they pre-record the move-in.
Do we have any guesses as to who has COVID? I think you were talking about that. Do we want to?
Yes, Casey from. Wait, so this is BB22.
3 seasons ago.
So BB21 winner Casey.
You say BB21? That sounds like a Star Wars robot.
Put it on the poll. Does BB21 sound like a Star Wars robot? Hashtag Big Brother 20 whatever.
I want to do BB22, yeah. And then possibly because Casey was hanging out with Josh Martinez, BB19 winner. I think those two were hanging out in Miami partying and ended up getting COVID.
I literally have no idea how Big Brother works. Like,
you'll like it. I think you'll. So, if
but
you,
what is it? What's the premise of the show?
So,
go ahead.
16 people, but this is all stars. So these are people who have played the game before. 16 people are going to move into a house, have cameras on them 24 hours a day for 3 to 4 months. They compete. One person becomes head of household for the week, gets to sleep in the nice master bedroom all by themselves, and then that head of household
they nominate 2 people to get voted off.
Nominate 2 people for eviction.
To get voted off.
Those 2 people plus some other people compete in a competition called the Power of Veto, where they have a chance to save themselves. And then every Thursday there is a live eviction episode where the house guests
and then
nominate.
The best part that I think you'll enjoy is that there's a lot of drama that happens. Like they all yell at each other.
Usually there's showmances, which is like my favorite part, but I don't think there will be this season due to like the fact they already are all kind of know each other, all are in relationships based on who I think is going to be in that house. But there are going to be lots of previous winners, lots of fan favorites, and lots of great competitors. So it's very
I think
exciting.
you'll enjoy it, Jesse. I think you got to give it a chance.
And we have CBS All Access, which means we have access to the live feeds, which are going to go live immediately after the premiere tomorrow.
Wow.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Cheeto Puffs or Crunchy Cheetos?
He wasn't listening to that whole thing.
No, I was. I was very much listening, but it was quite confusing to me. Not gonna lie. But
these defenders are back.
Yeah, that's true. But I just am excited to see the live move-in. You know, are they driving in U-Hauls there, and then are they gonna take their boxes out and like drop them like a real move-in? Like, is somebody gonna trip down the stairs? Like, what's going on here?
It's a TV studio. They have a duffel bag and they walk into the house.
Oh,
yeah. There's a house and a TV studio.
I was hoping they would try like the cardboard box and the smaller cardboard box, and then the lamp that's definitely gonna fall and break. You know, because when you're moving in, you always have the lamp that's gonna fall and break. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna put this on the poll, but like, Mallory, when you're moving, do you always break something?
I don't know, but with that mindset, maybe I don't want your help moving, because if you're just expecting to break one of my things.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, something always breaks in a move.
The best part is they usually send like them in groups, so like 8 people in one, like, and then 5 minutes later the other 8 people. So they're all rushing.
Like, is it like tug of war?
Huh?
Do they do like tug of war and like sack races?
The competitions are very like, it takes them days to like build the sets in the backyard. Like the house guests can't go to the backyard for a few days while they're building these like competitions. They're a mix of endurance competitions and a mix of mental competitions.
Is there dating involved?
Like I said, I knew he wasn't listening. I
I was kind of.
Every season there's usually a showmance, but this season I do not think that there will be, because it is all stars. They all know each other already, and most of them, based on who I'm hearing, are going to be in the house. Most of them are already in a relationship.
Yeah, something's going to happen, I think. That's my opinion.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes
I think something's going to happen.
There's a lot of cuddling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of cuddling on Jersey Shore too.
Yeah. A lot of smushing. Anyway,
what a terrible show.
Anyway, I'll update the polls if Mallory will.
Whoa! We have a lot of I have a movie segment, and I have like what's going on here? Why are we trying to wrap up so early? I have a movie that I saw. Yes, I saw a movie last week. I just saved it for today.
I'll be right back.
Let me play the movie's intro if I can find it. There we go.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment. Well, kind of.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
There are no 2 words in the English language more harmful than good job. It always have Paris.
Here's Movies with
me. It's Movies with me. So I explained on the show how I saw Animal House last week. There's also a very good movie, Caddyshack. It's people are very annoying about it, as they say at the end of this movie that I saw. Well, actually, the person behind it is this guy, Doug Kinney. He was the writer. He kind of started National Lampoon. He was behind Animal House and behind Caddyshack. He started the National Lampoon magazine. He was a student at Harvard, and then took the Harvard Lampoon and made his own thing, the National Lampoon, out of college. It became super popular magazine in the 70s. But he went down a bad path kind of. And there was a relationship with his parents that wasn't necessarily good. Like they wanted him to do something else than write a humorous magazine and write humorous movies, and so they never were all that proud of him. And so he went down kind of a path with like drugs and alcohol, and he got clean for a little bit, and then went back off the wagon, and then they found him dead in Hawaii spoiler alerts. I mean, it's a true story, but they found him dead in Hawaii. He had fallen off a cliff. So it's kind of assumed that he committed suicide, but it's basically about his life. And it was a really good movie. I'd give it, a solid B plus, but I think that it just shows like, another example of like a Robin Williams kind of type that's, maybe really, really funny in the public eye, but like, behind the scenes has a lot going on and is kind of really, really sad. I don't know if you know of other people that are like this.
I wasn't listening to anything you said.
Anything I said? What?
Nope. No.
Wow. Okay. Well, does Jeremy want to come back to talk hockey?
I'll talk hockey.
All right. Well, I hope that you guys would both do it, but it's fine. Mallory, which games did you watch today?
Today, I watched the Panthers versus Islanders. I watched the Canes game, the Canes versus I just blanked on who on who they were playing. The Canes versus Rangers, and I did not watch the Coyotes game, but then I just watched the end of the Minnesota Wild game. There was another game, the Winnipeg game, had a lot of injuries. I was watching the highlights of that. 2 people got a puck to the face. There was blood involved all over the ice. But the Hurricanes, the Carolina Hurricanes, are officially the first team to move on to the next round. You're not a Hurricanes fan?
No, I don't like them. I don't like their fans. Their fans are fake.
James Reimer with the win.
Rhymes.
James Reimer.
Rhymes.
In Toronto, ironically. Do you know what that means?
That's where he used to play. He went to the playoffs with Toronto and lost to Boston.
Yep.
But here's back to the Winnipeg and Calgary thing. As I was hearing as I was taking one of those really good poops, Jesse, by the way. One of those really good poops.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those.
No, but as we were saying about the Calgary and Winnipeg game, it was one Calgary player, one Winnipeg player, and then one Winnipeg player got stretchered off the ice, I think, as well. It was some scary stuff today in hockey. So,
but all the same.
Is Kachuk fine?
To cut Chuck.
Yeah, is he fine?
Oh, and I'm just really excited to see the Edmonton goalie wear number 19 again.
Is he fine though? Is Kachuk fine?
Hey Siri, is Matthew Kachuk okay?
My Siri did not go
Or
off.
Johnny Hockey?
So the Panthers are at risk of being eliminated tomorrow. The Islanders lead the series 2-0.
Wait, are they playing a back-to-back?
They are.
Wow.
They had 2 days off in between game 1 and 2, and now they have 0 days off.
So, I didn't watch any hockey today. I wanted to watch this late game between the Hawks and the Oilers, but I didn't get the chance to.
It's not on tonight.
No.
It's not on tonight? Okay, well, see, I thought that game was on tonight. But the Coyotes and the Predators, I'm a little worried now that the Predators scored 4 goals in this one, and I'm
Jesse thinks 4 goals in hockey is a high number.
Yeah.
7 or 8 is worrying.
I'm just a little worried because I want the Coyotes to make the playoffs, and Nashville's an experienced team, and I don't want them to make. I mean, I do want them to make it, but I want the Coyotes to make it more.
What's the name of the Predators goalie?
Pecorine.
Oh, wow.
I know way more hockey than y'all give me credit for. I really do. Like it's a sport that I very much enjoy. I just mostly focus.
I'm just so surprised that Ilya Kovalchuk is still kicking.
Yeah, he's still kicking. Yeah, I mean he's like 35.
But his game has been outdated for like 10 years, and he's still in the NHL.
Yeah, I mean he's actually played pretty well for the Caps.
Former Thrasher great.
Thrashers. Do we miss the Thrashers?
Yeah,
No.
we've had 2 Thrasher references in the past 2 days.
Yeah, I liked their blue, their like light blue, powder
What's
blue.
the name of the team?
Yeah, the Thrashers. They played my kind of hockey, that kind of hockey where you thrash people.
And no one shows. Dude, I swear they had less fans than the Panthers. And as a Panthers fan, that's hard. That's
Do they
hard.
have less fans than Carolina?
Carolina has more fans than the Panthers.
Yeah.
No, Carolina is playing in front of their real fans for the playoffs.
Panthers.
I don't. Like Carolina has been like decent on attendance this year, Jesse.
They were like 26th. They're one of the better. They were one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, but their fans show up and like trash the Caps and trash whoever they're playing in the playoffs and act like they're this huge hockey town. Raleigh, North Carolina. I'll tell you what Raleigh, North Carolina cares about: AAA baseball, the Durham Bulls, Raleigh-Durham area, and then they care about Duke basketball and Wake Forest basketball, like in NC State. Like, no, they don't care about the NHL in Raleigh, North Carolina. Go move them back to Hartford. Move them back to Hartford and become the Whalers. What? It's a joke. It's a joke. Come on.
Okay, he was talking too much. The Canes fans are some of the nicest fans in the Eastern Conference. When you have Pittsburgh, when you have Boston,
especially Washington. Gosh, those fans. Jesse, I love it. I'm just kidding, man. Anyway, no, but Panthers. All the Panthers have to do, like the Islanders did what they had to do. They won their 2 home games, and now the Panthers have to come back and win their 2 home games.
Exactly. It's gonna feel just like if we're making the fan references, it's gonna feel just like a home game.
Right.
Panthers.
We'll be wearing our red jerseys tomorrow.
I didn't bring my jersey.
I have my Matheson jersey on deck, even though he played terribly in the first 2 games. I expect him to be scratched tomorrow or playing on a forward line.
Islanders have a very good and experienced coach. I'm going to go with them.
Well, their defense is insane. Like in their last.
Wait, Jesse, do you know who the Florida Panthers coach is?
Yeah, Coach Q.
You just said that the Islanders coach is more experienced.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that.
I mean, the Islanders coach. Yeah.
Like, how many Stanley Cups does
Coach
Q won? that was really bad.
Trotz was Jesse's coach for the Caps when they won the Stanley Cup, so that's why he was saying that, because he loves Gary.
It's Barry.
Gary, same thing.
Go walk. Get out. Walk. What?
We're looking for something. I can't find where. Oh, is this what you were looking for? It's all that we care about. Gary Trotz. No, but their defense is insane. Islanders. I think the most goals that they've given up in a game in their last 6 or 7 playoff games has been 3. And like, there's a list, and you can see all the games that they played against Pittsburgh last year. They gave up 1 goal, and like 3 goals in one game. And then they gave up 1 goal to the Panthers in game 1, and then 2 goals today.
Is John Tavares still there?
We have to talk about a big matchup that happened.
Hold on. Is John Tavares still in New York?
Go walk.
Stop. Walk.
I just said that to make you guys mad.
They do have a Taves. They do have a Taves, but it is not Jonathan Taves.
How do you say this guy's name? Padu?
Yeah.
You mean Toes? Jonathan Toes?
Pago. JG Pago.
JG Pago and
Brian Boyle.
Brian Boyle faced off today, Jesse.
Let me take off the virtual background. Brian Boyle was so scared.
Brian Boyle made the first move. Oh wait, hold on.
To happen in a good playoff series,
Peugeot, not Pegu.
Peugeot. It's Peugeot.
Prego.
There's like a good. Brian Boyle has a good like foot on him, 7 and 8.
Brian Boyle's 6'5" and he's like 5'10". Like
Yeah.
Pego had nothing to like.
Brian
Boyle went like one of these, right, and then Pego went.
Boyle was trying to get Pego to go with him to the penalty box.
Because Boyle already knew he was going to the penalty box.
Keep saying his name wrong. It's
Pego.
They just said Peugeot, didn't they?
Peugeot.
Prego. Simon Pagenaud. Didn't he? Simon Pagenaud.
playoff series, Peugeot.
Pajot. Pajot, yeah. Anyway,
Simon
Double-
Pagenaud, former Indy 500 champion.
no, but so Boyle already knew he was going to the box, so he was trying to get someone to come with him so that he wasn't the only one going to the box.
But it ended up being a 4-4 anyway because of what happened before the play.
Boyle got a 10-minute.
Yeah, so he went to the locker room because it was the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention WNBA. Today the Mercury played the Atlanta Dream, and obviously the Atlanta Dream have that owner that has been very outspoken against Black Lives Matter, and the Dream players and the Mercury players wore shirts supporting the person running against her in the political election, because she's, I believe, a senator or congresswoman from the state of Georgia. So I thought that was awesome and bold, and I don't know, I liked it. But the Mercury won again. Kind of. But I'm not talking politics. I'm talking.
It was politics.
Not your state.
I'm not talking politics.
It's not your state. You don't even know. Do you even know?
I'm talking human rights, and
have you looked at her policies?
Justice, which is not a political issue. If it might coincide with politics a little bit, then yeah, maybe it's a little bit political. But I don't think I'm talking politics. I'm supporting Black Lives Matter. But another big win for the Mercury. They've now won 4 games in a row after dropping their first 2. Brittany Griner, 18 points, 6 rebounds. Diana Taurasi is so back. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I think she'll come back again next season after this, because I think she wants to play in front of the X Factor again. We get Maria Hartley off the bench again, doing well, 12 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds.
Novak, X Factor. Prigioni is taking your cookies. Very, very obscure reference by me.
Hopefully somebody gets that. But Mallory or Jeremy or somebody, update the polls.
Let's see what we got here. Let's scroll down.
12 hours ago.
Will
Skylar Diggins-Smith, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I'm sorry, I had to update that.
Will COVID-19 finally make
Yadier Molina
retire? 60% absolutely no chance. 10% yes. 30% playing 5 more years.
Yeah,
I voted playing. He's playing 5 more years.
He's playing 5 more years. He says he's going to retire every year.
If there's a universal DH, he's not like he's still gonna catch. He doesn't like he won't, because he's the best defensive one of the best defensive catchers.
He's probably the best defensive catcher of all time.
Yeah, I don't know how to like. I know Hall and Oates, but what is this other?
Logan
and Messina.
Yeah. Our Hall and Oates and Logan's and Messina are the same. Yes, 67%.
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
Is,
by the way,
Alex coming back? 57% no. 43%.
It's not voting well for us.
Mallory, do you know the Jimmy Butler commercial? What I got, you got.
We were just watching that commercial a couple minutes ago.
That's Hall and Oates.
Wow. Yeah.
Because you know Jimmy.
I know Hall and Oates. We just don't know that other people.
Well, Jimmy Butler like
a blue player. 93% yes. These people don't get the show. Is receiving a bronze medal better than receiving a silver medal? 67% no. They don't get it.
They don't get it.
Well, I don't even think I think that's a serious take, honestly.
No, because I feel like I got a bronze medal at the Olympics is better than saying I got a silver medal at the Olympics.
You're like, oh, you were close to getting gold.
Yeah.
You were close to getting gold, but like bronze is like, oh, at least you medaled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, I've had this conversation for years.
Yeah.
Do you do Zumba to keep loose? 50-50. Never happened before.
Never happened before.
Does BP-22 sound like a Star Wars robot? 52% yes, 48% no. Our biggest poll of the night with 23 votes because we hashtag BP-22 and that is trending.
Is that it?
Those are the polls.
All right, follow us on Twitter at @the_Y So Serious Show. We will see you tomorrow.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Hit the little bell.